So I was snow blowing a couple weeks ago. I'm on the last driveway of the day, of course, wanting to go home, freezing. I break this bolt, which is right here. What an odd bolt to break. That's not a shear bolt, that's not nothing. Go through my box. This one was almost long enough, but not quite there. So I ended up having to take an Allen wrench out of my toolkit and just bending it around in there. So we're gonna replace that now. They sell these in packs of 2. So these ones will go in here for hopefully not next time. I, for the life of me, could not find this washer. So I just grabbed a random one and we'll see how that works out. There we go. Put that back in the toolkit. The bolt just looks like this. It's not even a bolt. It's more like a cotter pin. Okay, it's back the way it should be again. Okay, next thing I want to do, see this side, felt like we're halfway wore through that hole. And then see that side, how it's like still somewhat okay. The driveways that I service are terrible. They're like potholes, uneven, not good. So I'm gonna buy, or I did buy, some of these. And we're gonna just set the blade where we want it, and we're gonna drill some holes and bolt these on. So hopefully it wears on that and not on the housing here. Okay, I'll go do the other side. Okay, both sides are in. I didn't even have to drill this side. I imagine had I done this while it was new, I probably wouldn't have had to drill that side. So there's something for thought. Let's go hit some jobs with this and see how it performs. I already think this is gonna be better. It's just gonna ride on these instead of the side on these uneven jobs. Well, there's the new setup. This is a lot better because I don't have to pull that chute off to get it into that camper shell, that Dodge. But it's a drawback because, you know, this is out in the weather now and sometimes there's frost and ice and all that jazz. It is lower, even though I did lift this truck so it could get around in the snow better, and I put some bigger tires on it. Way easier to get in, that's for sure. Let's go plow some driveways. So this is one of my accounts where the driveway is kind of uneven, but the driveway's in pretty good shape, so this isn't a very bad one. This person has me plow enough parking for 2 cars and then a walkway all the way to the top. They usually don't try to drive all the way up that because it gets super steep towards the top and it can get icy, and they just try to park low. This driveway, the driveway's perfect. The only complaint here, lots of pine needles, as you'll see. Now the next driveway, which is actually right next door and owned by the same person, is the reason why we bolted those side skids on. This is absolutely the worst driveway. Most potholes, chunks of asphalt everywhere, and of course pine needles. Now I'll end this segment off with my favorite driveway. The only bad thing about this is I have to cut this little trail to this water shut off, and it's kind of rocky and all that. But after that, this driveway is perfect. There's never any pine needles. It doesn't take very long. This is a dream driveway. We're back home. That feels like that was a much needed improvement. I didn't hang up quite as much as I do in the past. It just kind of glided better, if I had to say. Let's tilt this thing up and look at the bottom. Oh yeah, you could see where it's scraping on that. So better that than, that one's got some damage too. Better that than the machine. You know, those were relatively cheap and I can adjust them every now and then. I think that was a really good upgrade to the machine. I have to do this after every storm. Sit here and it's the only thing I hate about this machine is this design. Like, these pine needles wrap in here so tight. And this is usually what breaks my shear pins. They wrap in here so tight that it just finally snaps. Anyway, if you like that video, think about subscribing maybe, give it a like, whatever. See you on the next one.